So let's think about that for a second, because it's probably a pretty important number. It can have a, it could have an impact on your overall annual number. If it's a used, it looks like it's going to be a used machine. The chances of maintenance are going to be high.
Right.
I don't know who typically services a vending machine, whether that's an HVAC company because of the compressor in them, or someone, electrician, or maybe it's a combination of both of them. But from my experience with commercial, having these type of things serviced commercially, their minimum, to come out is, over $100, just to come out and look at it. And then they charge you by the hour. So I would think that there would be some level of maintenance here, and maybe a little bit more research in that area, talking to other vending machine operators, and typically what's the age of their vending machines and how many maintenance calls they get a month or a year is something I would go seek out and need to see that number, because that obviously will impact these numbers here as well. So that would be, just an area that I would want to see, into the projections there. Other than that, I guess from an investor, you would want to know what your long-term plans are. I don't think you want to stop at one machine if you see success. Do you have any? What's your ideas on scaling up the business, or do you want to scale the business and eventually, as you see success with one machine, would you like to add another? And is there kind of a longer term goal in mind, as you notated at the beginning of your presentation?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how the first one goes, but like, I want to get more machines, but like, say by the time I'm like in my mid-20s, like, I don't know if I'd want to like spend my time on that. So I don't know. I'll just have to see how it goes. But if it's, I mean, right now, like, I would want another machine if it's doing good, if my first one's doing good.
So I take it that there's an exit strategy point. If you're not committed to it longer term, and you see yourself maybe as using this as a stepping stone for something else, in your career and what you want to do with this, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I would have a exit strategy also added to this, meaning, at a certain point you want to exit this business. How would you exit it? What are the opportunities to sell it to someone else? And what kind of sale price could I get if I wanted to sell it down the road? That's some additional information that you would want to include into your presentation, or have some answers for a potential investor, that, okay, here's our 5-year plan. I'm this age, and by my, when I enter college, or if I'm going to college, or, my mid-20s or whatever, I would like to sell it. And then here's our opportunities, in terms of what other vending machine companies have sold for. And this is what, I would be expecting as well. So that would need to be part of the conversation, if you were looking to bring any outside money in, as well. Okay.
All right.
But I won't take any more of your time, but that's all the questions I have. And again, I think you did an excellent job with the project, and I hope you learned, quite a bit. Students your age, very few of them go through this type of exercise and are opening their eyes to the possibilities, like you mentioned, your Roth IRA, and the biggest value you have right now is time, and the power of compounding and investing early and learning these things. You're definitely capable of doing it. Most don't, but those mid-teen years, if you can jump on that, like you said, $3 million by the time I'm age 65, most people are going to look at you like you're crazy until they go out and do the math and they see exactly what that adds up to. Think about if you continue to invest that $2,000 over the entire time until you are 65, rather than just for a small period of time, and what that can grow to. So keep chugging away at that. You're well ahead of the game, and taking this time can have a huge impact on your life down the road. So great job.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rick.
Okay, Brad.
Appreciate you spending a little bit of your Friday night virtually with us.
No problem. Anytime.
All right. Have a good one, man. Tell Garrett happy birthday.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Excellent job.